I've been busy, get up my nuts. I've been busy, doing stuff, copper, gold. I had to take my time to get my life together, put everything in line. Stage Francis, no need for me to tell him I'm from the epic business. I'm steady representing. Strange, famous, and so steady wins the race. Fuck fame. This is a letter to the editor sent in an envelope, sealed shut by some can of wax, shipped by an old and lonely show pony with a canvas sack. The only thing that I overnight expresses myself too strong, but it takes too long to reach the intended listener. When it gets delivered wrong, never knew the words from school bus sing along. So I stayed off while I organized my chaos. I was like, bring it on. Pick him up with stupid self-esteem is low. Put him down if they're just feeling incredible about themselves for no good goddamn reason. Though never saw the need to grow. They were standing on the shoulders of a giant, so defiant, but his feet are slow. Jesus Joe, Mary, you know it appears as if I hate your guts. It's just both sides of my bed are the wrong one, and I'm always waking up. Plus, I don't care to defend sides of myself that I don't like much. I am what I am, that's all that I am. Bullshit don't got that right touch. Let the better half fight, punch and push or scratch its way out. Or pause with a saddle on your back and let the pain mount. I'm off to the races. Gentlemen, place your bets. Running in circles, turning their heads. Eventually you could break their necks. The bookie collects. Don't play the victim when it happens. Lower the stakes before you try to burn the witches at them. It's the business of a madam. When the brothel has a profit loss, the best of the best survive the cut and the rest get auctioned off. They serve the Molotov, so mazel tov. Forefathers of stability in this industry have ridiculously fallen off. Chalk it up to blackboard fingernail crescendos. That was my jam when I was 10, but I was deaf though. I didn't understand that I wasn't landing a deal at all. It was a death blow. Whistling Dixie through a hellhole. Then I went pro, active retro. Even though I paid my dues, losers hate playing a game that they can't win, so they always change the rules. And I keep up, putting coffee into my teacup, trying to cut me down when I take a stand. Good luck, cause I got legs like a tree trunk. They say anger is a gift. I'm very gifted, and if ignorance is bliss, then I'm a sadomasochist. Mastered the passion for the sake of stripping it of all its pleasure. Gonna treasure chest collapsing under pressure. Get up my nuts. I've been busy, doing stuff, copper, gold. I had to take a minute to get my shit together, otherwise I was finished. Sage Francis, no need for me to tell him. I try to keep them yelling, but I'm steady representing. Strange, famous, and so steady wins the race. Fuck face. I've been treating a vacant lot as if it's a destination spot. Picked a hell of an impression to set up my shot. Master of tragic comic timing, melodrama the understudy, a sensei to some, hyperventilating, praying for the end of days to come. I'm selling survival kits, New Testament Bibles to Zionists, and training wheels to professional cyclists. It's like this, plucking pedals from your frame. She loves me not and goes nowhere. I pump my tires while you break. I thought it was no fair. Spent several sessions giving away precious possessions during an endless recession, turning repent into repression, pressure into a permanent first impression. I'm the last of my kind, so I sidestep your health inspection. There's a difference between gambling addiction and making love to lady love, erectile dysfunction and being afraid of flood. Pressure's always building, I simply can't wait to erupt. Both sides of my bed are the wrong one, and I'm always waking up. They say anger is a gift. I'm very gifted, and if ignorance is bliss, then I'm a sadomasochist. Mastered the passion for the sake of stripping it of all its pleasure. Got a treasure chest collapsing under pressure. Patience is a virtue, virtue is a grace. Grace is a little girl who wouldn't wash her face. Grace is a virtue, virtue is a mean between two extremes, one of excess, one of deficiencies. Patience is a virtue, virtue is a dirty stain. Cleanliness is next to godliness and isn't worth the pain. Grace is a virtue, virtue of the pageant, and this is not a love ballad. You suggested lithium to get me better again. That is unless if we get together again, but that ain't gonna happen never again. Send my well wishes to your nutritionist, your dietitian, your pharmacist, your personal trainer, and your accomplices, your partners in thought crime, your criminal group thinking doctors online. There's a difference between what is and isn't. Business of shit, parental assistance and an assistant, a permanent solution and a quick fix, a fit body and sound mind, 100-hour weeks and dangerous amounts of downtime. You got a lot to offer, but you're not an author. If I kill your persecution complex, that don't make you a martyr. Drop the styrofoam cross, you can't walk on water. You could use it for flotation, not a flying saucer. You suggested professional help, I wasn't mentally well, like what I was feeling wasn't meant to be felt. Duly noted, you'll be quoted in the eulogy. They'll be passed off as poetry between you and me. I know you know the difference between confession and conjecture, prosody and needing to be lectured. To a meter, the student becomes the teacher, the son becomes a parent. From a scab to teamster, the son becomes a parent. From a chemical imbalance to a litany of habits, and this is not a love ballad. You should drown me in that womanhood or teach me how to swim. Beat me with my own hands or tie down my limbs. Suffer for my sins or let me suffer from within. But in the end, this is not a love ballad. We can battle with tattoos to cover up the bruises. The first to show any sign of discomfort loses. For the first time in a long time, you're not who my muse is. And this is not a love ballad. I'm not thirsty, I just got hungry eyes. And you look appetizing from a distant stare. Broken eye contact and disrepair. Sometimes I disappear. Oh, now you see me, I'm part Irish goodbye, other part Harry Houdini. Put my feet to the fire, I got Satan on my heels. If it's all about prestige, just wait for the reveal. I got a new bag of tricks to turn, a new black magic woman witch to burn. So much for live and learn. Patience is a virtue, virtue is a grace. Grace is a little girl who wouldn't wash her face. Grace is a virtue, virtue is a mean between two extremes, one of excess, one of deficiencies. Patience is a virtue, virtue is a dirty stain. Cleanliness is nextiness and isn't worth the pain. Grace is a virtue, the virtue of the pageant, and this is a music box that haunts me from the top shelf in the bedroom closet. I don't touch it, it just cuddles with my conscience. I'm on constant guard, jittery the whole night, clinging to sheets because it sings to me slow like. And that's her song running through an hourglass, built with 2 wine bottles that I found in a flower patch. Planted it in quicksand, refusing to sink fast, abusing me slow. I hear the music and I think back. Before the fall, before the setup, before the interest in sex even developed, I fell in love with distance. It's an ex's best friend. It used to be revenge, but I couldn't see no end. So I had to switch the lens and then focus on some flesh. No more clinging to old threads. While taking deep, slow breaths, I tried to grow wings. Decided to stay low, the halo was a smoke ring. Fell around my neck, I started choking. My soul got stuck looking for openings. I thought ghosts weren't supposed to sing like caged birds. If you're a free, broken spirit, let the pearly gates burn. Baby, burn. The muted trumpets in my chest take turns. When I release the spit valves, gag on Gabe's germs. Some of this is fiction written all across it, but it's bathroom lit and I'm too busy spitting in a faucet. Shit in blood, thinking of the quickest drug to heal me. But I'm not love sick, you're sick, I dare love kill me. Time to pry open the truth. Apply pliers to my own broken tooth. DIY or die. No healthcare benefits. You can spare me that I know I've been there. Sentiments, a sense of sentiment, a song. Coming on, run along before I ask you to dance. And all you get is trampled on our palm faces. Mainly my own though, I've lost patience. I'm painting over old photos of new now. Fresh out the box, all bloody. Somebody cut me loose, slap me bluntly, saying how you see it, buddy. I'm a hurting hot mess. I'm constantly inconsistent, work in progress. Fat girl in a prom dress, do more, talk less. They want to assassinate your character content with Christ-like ab workouts. Super thin, the whitest looking Jew screaming Jerusalem. Who are they? They are the identity thieves. Who are they? They speak war and pretend that it's peace. Get your ID ready. Who are they? They are killed by association. Get your ID ready. Who are they? They hurt your credit with misappropriation. La 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 la. You can't just get comfy and stand in one spot like a king of the mountain who's been planted on top. Surveying the land of your family plot till it's all been abandoned. You're the man till you're not. It happens like that when you rest on your laurels. It'll shatter your back, it'll mess with your morals. As a matter of fact, I've consulted with oracles, precautious of a shaman who was dressed so informal. I'm a poor man with cash, making points with no fingers, bringing popular back till the smell of sex lingers. Hard bodies will stack more neatly and tidy, but I swallowed her vision, now she sees inside me. She devil so shiesty, deceptive and sexy. Walk with me, I'll give your legs epilepsy. My game is so shaky, if you love pain but hate me, that's a paradox I'm unable to explain, baby. Conspiracy exposed, it's the way in which we fold the bills. Trying to overdose, instead you just choke on the pills. That's overkill, you're just going for thrills. Seek a mountain you can punch till it explodes into molehills. I've done this yodel ever since I was a child. I got this other yodel I ain't done in a while. It goes pure Himalayan intelligence, braving the elements from a man cave and have a shave. Never forget, you were the sperm that made it. Plus the unexpected pregnancy could have been terminated, but thanks to chance, some romance and dancing, we're headed to our own damn thing. But damn kid, why'd you think I let you get away with doing a radio-friendly version of what I do? Like I wouldn't chide you, outperform, outright, and outrhyme you, outsmart, outheart, and outgrind you, outshine you with the torch that was given to me. Torches are not passed to the bastards of the Little League. If rap was a game, you'd be MVP, most valuable puppet in this industry. Get your ID. Independent, fuck you.
I talk a lot of shit, but I can back it all the fuck up.
I don't talk about it really, but I'm still the illest, still the baddest, blessed apparatus. I got Silverback Gorilla status. I pull the one red string that runs through your mattress and make your bed spring sing a song of sadness. That sack of shit, pack your things and go. I'm hopping freight trains with nothing but a bindle. No hobo. Little homie said YOLO. No props, I photobomb you photo ops, busting out the Robocop. Teach me the Dougie kid, I'd rather do the knowledge. Now go home and get your shine box. You got a couple shoes to polish undergrad. This ain't no humble brag. I've son one too many Johnny come latelys, baby, come to dad. Cause he don't need no cheat code to go beast mode. All he really needs is an MIC to freak flow. Fumble runner up, if I'm not top billing, I'm show stealing. Sistine Chapel phenotype, tag the whole ceiling. Sick of hearing rap with no feeling. Sick of trauma porn addicts thinking they're poet, that's not soul bearing. Break yourself, fix your face. My heartbeat breaks the 808s, now update your database. So many rock rated tapes, not enough functional dual cassette decks. Who will you sweat next? Stupid, I maneuver through a school full of rednecks. Some people I was with despite a few death threats. Sacrifice a social life, food and some rent checks, so I could grab a mic where the hell ever I like. Catch way, I got swung on from time to time. Been cornered in some clubs just for speaking my mind. Mental midgets couldn't come up with the lyrics or rhymes. Now I'm back popping more shit than ever and I'm fine. Find me if you need me, son, I'm easy to locate. You're finally gonna feed me, that I'm eating that whole cake. Got licensing in movies and TV, that's so great. Don't break your coat nail trying to throw weight, okay? Curb stomp your enthusiasm. Don't expect resolutions just cause every movie has them. Don't expect revolution from the music that is solely created for the sake of booty clapping. Fool, keep rapping, release the cracking, beat back to back beat. Planning instrumentals, running my mouth at the track meet. My victory lap shows no mercy in this dojo. Spinning back, kick the Willie Bobo, sweep the head, breaking bread with the best of them. Crumbs are left under the table for the rest of them. I don't speak in metaphysics, cause I'm not a metaphysicist. I'll just deliver the shit out of these so-called lyricists. Fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all.
You don't like it? Kiss my ass, you don't like it. It's my house.
Cause we don't need no G-code to go beast mode. All you really need is MICs to freak. Excuse me for having ethics, I don't F with little toys. I'll learn to scratch on phonographs, got my ups with Kilroy. A killjoy, crying over spilled soy milk. I destroy the shit brick house that your boys built. You walk tall till I kick out your stilts. Look buff till I call you bluff and pull up your kilt. You've been padding your resume. Well, I've been rhyming about life like I'm rapping my death away. Stay well composed, figuratively, literally. They prefer a hashtag to metaphorically. Drag rap to poetry, backtrack to symphony. Sweet talk to sourpuss press and push bitterly. Decades of getting degraded didn't diminish me. Oh, but they prefer the skinny me. I'm an emotional leader of the MCs who sit and sulk. Fuck being complicated, Uncle Sage is difficult. It's the cult of personality, stuck in a false reality. It's all a bunch of mall punk and dance club rap to me. Swagger Jack and Black Cracker battle rappers going minstrel, born on third base, acting like they hit a triple with a wiffle ball bat, walking pretty, talking gritty with no ab. In fact, it's all theory. I promise you death threats don't actually kill me, but bite my dog, I'ma scratch your kitty like that, y'all. Like that, y'all. Like that. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that. It's like that, y'all. Talk shit. Go away, be extinct, disappear. 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 Yea, as we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we shall fear no evil, For we are the most evil motherfuckers in whatever valley we choose to occupy, gentrify, overtake, or drunkenly speed through. And it's we, the hitchhikers with tired thumbs, often greeted by middle fingers. Imagery lingered as the tires spun. Now conserve your energy and lay face down in the waterways. Seek guidance from the sirens, calling out to you from those watery graves. Bodies are on display, loaded and holding their crown jewels. Instead of flotation devices, they decided the house rules didn't apply to them. Got baptized in the name of Neptune and then died for him when the ice was thin. For those who don't like to swim, don't fret, cause help is on its way. It'll be here any day. Just stay still and do nothing, buddy. Remain faithful, you're gonna be saved. And when you meet your maker, you can explain how there was a cemetery of support behind every wager that you placed, while the chorus of every deceased beast that came before us sweetly sang, we all float down here and wait for the riptide to sweep us away to the valley of the shadow, where we shall fear no evil, for we are so cerebral. We, the ghost people, with a poke of the needle, pop of the pill. We, the post-survivalists, holding on to the steeple like a lightning rod to show that we died for this. It's been said, faith could move a mountain. Faith couldn't even move low-income families away from biblical floods when they were all drowning. There's not a doubt in my mind, and there's not a cloud in the sky. There's just contaminated rivers filled with waterlogged subordinates floating on by. Float on. Swimming through iron limbs of the nighted stiffs. The skeletal remains of false praise. The slow decay of yesterday's recycled gifts. The drowning in sorrow, cause they're praying with clenched fists. Shamed by the broken promise of tomorrow. The guilt sticks to the ribs. And it's ageless, and it's ancient, and it ain't shit when compared to the present. So all hail the king, while the paupers and peasants return to the so-called essence. The war, the famine, the death, and the pestilence. Float on. The worst of luck ain't always bestowed upon the old and weak. We stick 'em, ha ha ha, stick 'em with the ocean's deep. Go to sleep, young one, have sweet dreams of someone that you'll never meet, but you speak of often. Whenever you talk in tongues, the coffin comes in the form of a canoe. No paddle, no info, no manual. Live slow, don't be so quick to storm the castle. Ask the Bible kids, put an oxygen mask inside the tackle box. Your limbs and abdomen will sense when the pressure of the cabin drops. Shut up when the captain talks. The secret of the enlightened is to preach against whatever it is they practice in the dark. We're all born free. We die by the shackles we adopt. Enjoy your buoyancy right up until the very last drop. The dead man's float, the deadpan joke, the cold touch of a stranger, the left hand stroke. There's no right hand, man. The dead man spilled, the dead man still face down in his own waste, while we chase a shadow in the gallows of the valley of death, where we shall fear no evil for as long as we can hold our breath. Float on. Go away. Be extinct. Disappear. 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 Float on. Go away. Be extinct. Float on. You get over me, you get over me, you get over me, you. Baby girl, I done been over myself, out of myself, over the counter and under the shelf, into the wild, out of my wells. You ain't really gonna tell me to do nothing else. Hurl insults to me like that shit helps. Got a malleable muscle in my chest, yes it breaks, it heals, it freezes, melts, it sees itself in the worst of lights, and it curses the day that I learned to write. The guys are wrong, you even live bro. Shit, no I don't. Girls are like, ew. He drive a Prius, he's saving money, he's hoarding cash. Who does he think he is? What's the point of living if you can't ball and flash? Ball to dash. Even more than half half of them broads don't have a passport. I'm a citizen of the world, girl. I couldn't take you there if you asked for it. Oh, I know. Get over myself. All you see is me holding myself. What you don't see is an OG oak tree protecting the forest like nobody else. I popped that lumberjack then in his beard. Had a gold digger one by the end of the year. Let it get so long I can fuck it. After that, I'll let you cut it. Yeah, I'm over myself. So much that I'm just looking down on myself as I watch everybody try to bad talk pride, and they constantly strive to be proud of themselves. Follow the beat of another conundrum. Get out of the heat, rent a cottage in London. I'm on a retreat and I'm under the assumption no matter where I go, there I am. Middle Earth excursion, headed New Zealand. Shoot for the stars and I'm breaking the ceiling. Center of the universe, can't shake a feeling. No matter where I go, there I am. Honey, I've been over myself, hot on myself. Extra, extra large, rocking sexy socks with garter belts. You ain't really got to tell me nothing. You already said you ain't really got to say Nate. Goddamn broken record. Oh, I know, I let myself go. I simply slipped through my own pathetic grip. Could never really get affirmed for my true inner glow. But tell me the truth, you're more pissed that I let go of you, cause it was overdue. In person, your life don't look nearly as well put together as all your photos do. And that's okay, but eventually, since you push me, since you press me, fuck your non-stop toxic drama, carpet bag, and fuck yourself. Oh, I'm the pig. You try to strangle me in a blanket though. You're a GMO seed agreed to my organic garden, wanting my resources to make it grow. Oh, hell no. So courtesy call back, let the pilot fly. I'll be your emergency contact if you'll be my ride or die. Gotta swallow the pride and then follow the footsteps. Out of my mind, I'm out of the woods yet. Trying to find a location that's good yet. No matter where I go, there I am. There I am. Over myself, out of myself, over the counter and under the shelf, into the wild, wild, hide of my wealth. You ain't really gonna tell me to do nothing else. Ain't really gonna tell me to do nothing else. Ain't really gonna tell me to do nothing else. You ain't really gonna tell me to do nothing else. Cause I've heard it all before, from a sharper tongue with a lot more scorn, performing self-flagellation with improper form until the copper's gone. Over myself, out of myself, extra, extra large. I was a lot more comfortable being vulnerable and open when I was younger, and it wasn't clear if I was or wasn't joking. But so much is broken, I'm just like fuck it, the fix is in. If I can't hide in plain sight anymore, I'll just stay hidden. It's been a minute since I left this domicile. No need to change outfit, I'll rock it like it's going out of style. It's out of style, ain't no one here to tell me otherwise. It gets more difficult to stay inside during the summertime, but most of the time it's just like any other time. Avoid personal interaction and human touch, shut the blinds. It's been a while since I left this bachelor pad. I need to go to the market soon cause the food is going bad. The food is bad. I found it's difficult to just cook for one with healthy recipes, well depending on what book they're from. If you want to eat healthy, you gotta dirty some dishes. The frozen dinner's quickly ready to serve and it's so delicious. It's not delicious, it's disgusting, but it satiates the hunger with a quickness. And hey, at least it's something. At least it's something. At most it's nothing. Fuck's wrong with me? I don't know, I'm just adjusting. It's been a month since I left this cabin. The doctor was worried about a fever and other difficulties I've been having. She called me on Christmas, that was my gift. She was worried I might die. I said I might die. No shit. It's been forever since I've said something that I can't wiggle free from. If there's anything I cherish in this self-inflicted prison, it's freedom. Comes at a cost, so I'm private to a fault. Till I default on the loan for home. It's actually more like a vault. No one knows a combo but little old me, the head honcho, the holder of the key. Alone but never lonely. It's been a millennia since I left this dominion. Been in the company of any women. At least I got my kittens. Spent more cash on that than I did myself. When he stopped eating, I took him to the vet so they could check his health. They put a feeding tube into his neck. I said, please let this work, cause if it doesn't, I got nothing left. I didn't say that, but they saw that. Cat had my tongue, I didn't speak at all. They told me to call back, but it wasn't weird, I did nothing but stand right there. but to fix this, money's no object type stare. It's been a year since I stepped into anyone else's private quarters. I've been busy self-diagnosing disorders. First world problems, yeah, USA, #1, top of the world. I'm in a tux and cummerbund. Welcome everyone to the party of the century. It's sure to be one for the books, no doubt. Medical ones especially. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr. My 20s were a raw, my 30s were a blur. My 40s, I'm not so sure, but I'ma make them purr. mice and men, the saddest star it might have been. Of all the words, mice and men, the saddest star. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career like a non-stop graveyard shift. Don't clean the crime scene cause time means money. Don't need Visine when my eyes seem bloody. I see dead people, but who doesn't? We walk undercover, deadpan, blended in with other human puppets, discussing nothing but the sport weather. I there long enough, they all morph together, and then I freak out. It'll blow my cover, so I just keep out. No, we don't know each other. I'm on the road to recovery, no GPS. Hoisting my sails till the sea breeze rests. Suck wind if you wanna play a hate. Day to day I use my fear of falling asleep to stay awake. I appear psychic-like, but I'm not a psychic. He's just predictable with no fight left to fight it. If you write it, they will come with a red pen and taser gun. Do something. I'd like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff. My career. I sift through the ashes in search of survivors, digging up the earth, filling urns with dirt for what it's worth. I'm richer than the cemetery soil. Use land drilling to get my midnight oil. I've been moonlighting as a daydreamer. I'm at the wheel of an 8-seater. Hey, Mr. Gatekeeper, call me Keymaster. No, homeowner. 1, 2, into the 3, into the foreclosure. They said the war was over, but we knew it wasn't. They wanted more soldiers, so we said sure, fuck it. Here's a fresh batch of people with setbacks and poor folk. The fact the road broke us till your dead traps. Picking the pockets of people who probably needed assistance most. Selling them lies, selling them out, sending them off to a distant coast. Selling them anything, anyone left with impossible that is resent the truth. Breaking a promise of negative worth like buddy, there's nothing left for you. Get a bye to stay alive. They punish the payment delay, then they charge you for the low balance. Then they ask why didn't you stay? Too long we took it on the chin, too long we took it to our grave. Now we take what we can get, fucking unlivable minimum wage. Do something. It might have been. It might have been. Of all the words of mice and men, the saddest star, wanna get busy. Do it, mess up my mind. Wanna get busy. Do it, mess up my mind. Sometimes I shoot myself in the foot. I put my foot in my mouth. Clean it while it's there, and then I suck the bullet out. Reload the weapon. Now that's conservation. Stay locked and loaded in a bad conversation. You're making blank statements like the surplus of your ammunition's finite. Visionary nothing. You're a man who lives with hindsight. Return to the hive mind and call me back. I'm predicting early that you'll be the Monday morning quarterback. So cocksure in a culture that gangs up on bully types. Mob mentality. As if that isn't what a bully's like. Inspiration strikes like a union. I write these lines just to cross them. I'm concluding if my mama don't want her, she never has to work again. Don't ever ask me why I spread myself so thin. I'm finna flirt dirty with the pen and flick my tongue on his bottom. I promise writer's block ain't never been a problem. I probably make the columns wanna pop bottles of pain relief. Sometimes it's what you don't say that says the most, to say the least. Idle feet of the Devil's Fetish Club, a highly exclusive spot none of us are members of. Dante's a scrub. We kicked them out the van and steamrolled them. In 2010, we had a couple dreams stolen. Me and B don't relocked and reloaded. When it feels like you're going through hell, keep going. And as they say, may the bridges that we burn light the way. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff. My career, a non-stop graveyard shit. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff. My career, like a non-stop graveyard shit. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff. My career. You gave me language as a gift. I turned it against you. I was stupid, I was young. I was hanged by my Judas tongue. You shouldn't give weapons to kids who don't know better. They can't possibly understand that there's no such thing as forever. For every letter in the alphabet, you said connect them to a happy word, no matter how bad things get. I did my best, but the pickings got slim. Once I arrived at X and I had to think of synonyms, weighed them against the antonyms. I was hanging with all the mannequins who are on a constant search for a person's amputated limbs. Almost offered up my own, trading in my arms and legs. You said learn to express yourself if you're gonna stand for things. I stood up without expression, stood up against everything, including you. I was stupid, I was adolescent, but I had your lessons to cling on to, and I want you to know how much it helped, considering everything that I'd gone through. There was a period without periods, run-on sentences were like binges. I was a comma with no pause, a rebel with no claws. Anxiety's no excuse once there's nothing left to separate. We could've connected but didn't. I was ignorant, passed out on the spot. The further we drifted apart, the closer I came to realizing just how amazing you are. Now that you're gone, I'ma say it to the stars, till my words knock worlds off your axis and the universe collapses. Thank you for the matches, for the gift of fire, for the wood and the axe, for whooping my ass. For the wheel, even if you didn't invent it, for the impact that you had on me, it's epic. And thank you for the effort, for teaching me the ABCs, even if I never make my way to Z, even if I never do for someone else exactly what you did for me. Thank you, thank you. I was a stupid son of a gun with initials carved into me. I was a stray, a runaway, afraid someday you'd shoot me. So I scratched off the letters with a pocket knife. It's how I lost my way when I was tossed into the fray. This is not my life. Who am I kidding? This is a thank you note disguised as a written apology for everything you taught to me. So awkwardly I approach the open microphone with everything that I wrote. Boom. Clear my throat, adjust the collar on my coat as I rock crowds, microphones and boats, and then I stroke whatever little ego I have left. I should have left it at the altar, but I didn't, cause I'm an idiot, self-deprecating author with a paperback addiction that isn't worth a flip through if I don't give you the credit that you deserve. You edited the words from the grave and beyond, from the first sign of sun rays at dawn to the moonbeams set blaze in my lawn. The universe collapses on my front steps and we get to share in that moment for just one moment, and nobody's upset. There's no more anger, there's no more sunset, so I crawl back in the chamber. You can shoot me up, you might as well. We had great communication before the tower fell. Thank you for the matches, for the gift of fire, for the wood and the axe, for whooping my ass, for the wheel, even if you didn't invent it, for the impact that you had on me, it's epic. And thank you for the effort, for teaching me the ABCs, even if I never make my way to Z, even if I never do for someone else exactly what you did for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For the matches, the book of fire, for the wood and the axe, for whooping my ass, for the wheel, even if you didn't invent it, for the impact that you had on me, it's epic. Thank you for the effort, for teaching me the ABCs, even if I never make my way to Z, even if I never do for someone else exactly what you did for me. I'ma do my best while you rest in peace. Thank you. I set it up, you knocked it down, you lay the foundation, I built this house. I feel cracks underneath my feet, I feel cracks underneath my feet. The walls are breathing heavy, sucking up the oxygen with no plans of leaving any. For as long as I've been hoarding, it's taken me forever to gather up all my belongings. I get attached and they're attached to people who I've loved and lost. Even though I gotta admit, there were a few who'd run me off. But I'm under no illusion how relationship and how I ain't shit to this movement when I'm just stuck to a cross. Tossed into the underworld and give a specific info. Forced to find another girl, sick of living in limbo. But I have my songs to play, so I got lost along the way. And now I'll never see the light of day thanks to the tinted limo. I was hopelessly romantic, emphasis on antic. Now I roam hopeless along the open coast of the Atlantic. But in Overcoat, this is Francis, showboat captain. Did my best to scrub it off, cause it's utterly embarrassing. Every night I'd rewrite my will on a sandbar napkin. I'd crash after sticking it to the window of my cabin. Once I awoke, I'd notice it, read it, then remove it. Just stunned, I left nothing to my loved ones but music. Muses abandoned me while choosing family over continued support. For my intuitive thought, who would have thought? I couldn't have thunk it. Worst thing I ever did to another person in this world is nothing. Only a few can claim that's what I did when I could have done otherwise. Every single last one of them, something for nothing types, made me pay the price at any cost. I got buyer's remorse. How many toxins will the doctors find inside this corpse? Suicidal watch, it's diamond studded. Tells me when my time's up, try to keep my eyes from it. It's so swag, flash it at the fashion shows. Walks with a limp, it's so pimp, and it smacks the hoes. Rappers used to brag about intelligence. It made me want to be smarter and harbor no regrets. Whether it's self or not's irrelevant. I would've sold coke if holding dough was the sole motive. It wasn't, but fuck being a broke poet with unpaid debts, begging friends for loose ends. If your so-called talent only results in loan extensions, there's no defenses or buyouts. You don't get a per diem for good intentions. Do you on the side now? Promise that a job doesn't define you as a person. Your words don't carry weight. It's not the world's burden. And in no uncertain terms, am I suggesting that you shouldn't just set fire to the stage and let the curtains burn? Just be aware of the exits. Keep in mind, the closest one might be behind the entrance. Been eyeing it myself in the event that I can't live better as an honest rapper without my past self being my benefactor. I set it up, you knock it down. I set it up, you knock it down. I set it up, you knock it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. Gambled away my better half in hopes of doubling up. Deal us a double and nothing, I laughed. I was shit out of luck, but what have I got to lose? At least I'm whole now. Half man, half clone. If that compiles a sketch of a 100% asshole. But it wasn't without help. Many people did their part to make me take the time that Frankenstein was ripped apart and put it together again. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't admit that this was a predicament they put me in. You want a piece of this? Welcome to the eggshells. Come barefoot and pregnant to my kitchen. Y'all can help yourselves to the feast or zippy toe away. If you can't take the heat or overuse cliches. Back in the days I'd leave you heartbroken. These days I simply reach into your chest and tear those scars open. Evaluate appreciation, write you off for tax purposes. I'd rather be homeless than settle in that worthlessness. I set it up, you knock it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. I feel cracks underneath my feet. Conceal laughs in between my teeth. The walls are breathing heavy, sucking up the oxygen with no plans of leaving any. For as long as I've been hoarding, it's taken me forever to gather up all my belongings. Oh, you wrong. You got to get right with yourself. Sinner, please. You can never get with the God. Oh, you wrong. You got to get right with yourself. Sinner, please. You can never get with the God. God. Damn it. Don't wanna fake that smile, don't wanna have that talk, don't wanna make that child, or let the suspect walk, don't wanna take it to trial, or settle out of court, just wanna shoot down the store. Don't want a long disclaimer as a preface to your short story, don't wanna sum up in one sentence while your sort bores me. In fact, one more word out of you and the girl gets it. You're so bossy in a world that has no work ethic, so let's shake to that. Don't wanna give you dap, or figure out whatever hand dance you're bringing back, for I am not a tween. Don't wanna talk in memes, or let the internet infiltrate all my dreams. So what do I want? What do I want now? Want now to exercise my right to be hostile and drop trial. Hey, you, get off that cloud. You don't know what that technology allows, huh? Don't wanna wait it out. Don't wanna be more patient. Don't want a bank account charging me for paper statements. Don't want no ancient astrology stopping me from boarding a spaceship once it gets to a colony. Cause all I ever wanted was space. Space, the place you feel most. Cause all I ever wanted was space, the place you feel most. Cause all I ever wanted was space, the place you feel most. Cause all I ever wanted was the place she feared most. Busted. I could mock a killing bird without dropping a single word, or flip the middle finger till they stop in the herd. My cattle call becomes a death wing, but dial a booty call to the red phone in the west wing. Y'all assume to fall for the oldest known joke in the phone book. What the fuck's a phone book? That's like a black book for fat folks who don't cook. Pick up for delivery, sick of the chivalry. Tell me what you're willing to make and we go from there. Well, hello there, just to impress but going nowhere. And let's go there. Grown man flirting like it hurts him that he has to bother. Is that your baby bubba? Does he have a father? Don't be insulted, that was off the top freestyle. Still battle rappers for the custody. Like please child, these styles are fatherless, motherless, marvelous. Adopted by every hip-hop George Papadopoulos. Freak the violin, fiddle with his contours. Trick him with a happy ending, riddle him with encores. Looking for a little bit of cinnamon while on tours negatively affects what I originally signed on for. Don't wanna fake that smile, don't wanna have that talk, don't wanna make that child or let the suspect walk, don't wanna take it to trial or settle out of court, just wanna shoot down the store. Oh, you're wrong. You got to get right with yourself. Sinner, please. You could never get with the God. Oh, you wrong. You got to have a little faith. Sinner, please. All they ever wanted was space.
The place she feared most.
He offered her the world but came up short. The nastiest of storms made him settle on a city with a port. He watched ships sail by in the middle of July. He wrote notes on paper boats, sat and waited for reply. Hope floats even when it's on fire, especially when it's on fire. But the smoke makes him tired. Took a blade to the chest like he was opening a body bag. Sir, he's still alive in there, but Christ then remove the tag. What's it say? It says fold along the lines and set me free. Not on fire, cause often when I set myself free, this empty bag of a body tends to get burned in effigy. I've lost the energy to fight off the flames. I'll blow it off like it's all just a game. All the same, wish he wouldn't write himself out of the picture. It's a beautiful lotion that you got, and there's someone there to share it with you.
This is why she can't have nice things.
He was too caught up in work to sign for the nice deliveries that life brings. Now he can't tell if he's dead or not. He said, I bet I am and I can prove it. She said, you better not.
This is why she can't have nice things.
Because talk is cheap and there was poor communication. All he wanted to say on the dock that day was I love you and I'm sorry. But instead he just waved goodbye. And he cried love. So much he watched the waters rise up. It must have been a changing of the tides, but I've come to assume it was the changing of a mind. Once upon a blood moon, they skimmed rocks for the whole day. He imagined he was throwing rotten parts of himself that broke away, so he couldn't stop. Fascinated by the way they skip up top, give up and then drop. He sank with him. They convened on the rock bottom and made a decision. They could never raise children, not like this. Not like people who make babies on purpose. That's when he came to the surface, fully intending to be so strong in his resolve, till all of it dissolved, slipping through his pruny fingers like this could have been ours. But this is to the offers that can't be followed through with. The waterworks, the leaky faucets, the lost fluids, to the current of the stream that'll always push you from me, to the reoccurring dream that makes reality less ugly in a picturesque setting where the world looks airbrushed. Needless to say, words failed us on the dock that day. All I wanted to say was I love you and I'm sorry, but instead I just waved goodbye. And I cried love. So much I watched the waters rise up. It must have changing of the tides that was breaking up our lives. It was a water rage wrinkle in time. And yes, sir, minds are made for the changing, but mine's been deteriorating, like the bluffs in the shoreline where I've been waiting to exhale. Since the summer when we watched every last one of our friends set sail, and I was the only living boy left in Providence, collecting death certificates and the rest of my documents just for origami purposes. I gave them to the ocean, like, hey, look at me, I'm great at folding. Guess I'll just do this the rest of my life. It's got to do with lots of loving, and it ain't nothing nice. It ain't nothing nice.
This is why she can't have nice things.
He was too caught up in work to sign for the nice deliveries that life brings.
This is why she can't have nice things.
Because talk is cheap and there was poor communication.
This is why she can't have nice things.
He set fire to the paper boat sonatas he's been writing. And this is why I assume the moon was bleeding, and why there wasn't any blood left in the rock you were squeezing.
This is why she can't have nice things.
He was too caught up in work to sign for the nice deliveries that life brings.
This is why she can't have nice things.
Because talk is cheap and there was poor communication.
This is why she can't have nice things.
He set fire. Eternal flame above my headstone. The set that I claim is null. X made of bones, it's revenge of the decaying skull. A raging bull till I'm paid in full. They wanna put my face on a penny, then discontinue me. I'm still grateful. If we're not allowed to age gracefully, I'm putting it all out on the table. Exactly what will you take from me? Choose carefully, cause the magical head has no phantom power source and the batteries are dear. Supposed to keep my head up, at the same time drop my shoulder to plow through the nonsense. Since I've gotten older, I've replaced too many parts in this motor. Mama said, knock down the house, start over. Sometimes it feels like life is too long, but not forever enough. One day you can't give it away, the next you basically beg for this stuff. Medical breakthrough, buy your time, sell it to us. Where heaven is an electrical pulse, an adrenaline rush. The metal will rust, rust never sleeps, it's death and taxes. Get a better conversion rate on cash, cause the past is a foreign land. With futuristic looking doormats, sitting outside our present home, which really isn't all that. So we started taking pictures with vintage filters. The villagers all started shopping at Urban Outfitters. I couldn't distinguish any specific difference betwixt small town hicks and big city slickers. Homogenous time zone, from west coast to east coast. Now I'm so post and I'm pre-post. Beat most at their own game. I try to eat toast that's whole grain, and I don't need to blow to blow brain. Make them say, I don't give up, I don't give in. What's with this polluted gene pool that we all swim in? This is 5 foot 10 inches of we're thinking. I never signed a social contract, so in fact there's no rescinding. You can kindly cross my name off. I've been living a double life to work a double shift that never paid off. This is the second sunset I've seen since takeoff. If life is a cakewalk, I'll serve you in the bake-off. Make them say uncle, make them say uncle, make them say uncle, make them say uncle, make them say uncle. You know what I am. Say what, say what? I'm a bad, bad man. Make them say uncle, make them say uncle, make them say uncle, make them say uncle, make them say uncle. By the blood that's on our hands. Say what, say what? Goddamn. The grave digger creeps into the crypt and then strips the bed to find agendas that are hidden like pigeon eggs. Instead he finds nothing, only ink-dipped feathers. In a sense, perhaps the homie's homing instinct's been severed. The coop's been fled to recoup on these booths of lead. Can't hear the primal screams or see through the red. I represent the late bloomers with great rumors to spread. Our brain is like an inflated tumor in the head. Now build a mountain of bills and debts, climb it with a velvet rope. The predators can't find you with a telescope. Run, tell your folks you love them dearly, but it's time for the birdie to fly. Packs himself addressed envelopes and kiss the world goodbye. You're on your own with celestial oaths to sow, an extraterrestrial soul to know. You're a homegrown information capsule with increased value. The more you travel, don't let them plant you in the gravel. Even shackles have shack, that's a shadow reference. We like to break the chains of darkness and we ask for seconds. It's the heart of the Oliver Twisted, calling all mystics. I don't advocate Diablo, Pablo runs the Repo Man resistance. It's 4 decades worth of false first impressions, youngin'. Death comes in threes, you're soon to see the second coming. My dad told me I was destined for something, despite the fact that I felt like less than nothing. He said, fuck, I'm gonna make him say uncle, make him uncle, make him say uncle, make him say uncle, make him say uncle. You know what I am. Say what, say what? I'm a bad, bad man. Make him say uncle, make him say uncle, make him say uncle, make him say uncle, make him say uncle. By the blood that's on our hands. Say what, say what? Goddamn. I'm not just an uncle, I'm somewhat poet. I am dead milk mental, an obscure top 10 list essential. Welcome to the incredibly shrinking Indian giving tree. Time to return the sap, that shit isn't free. I need to keep my head up, at the same time drop my shoulder to plow through the nonsense. But since I've gotten older, I've replaced too many parts in this motor. Mama said knock down the house, start over. Burning at both ends, it's safe to assume. What doesn't consume the flame consumes. Main wreck, push through the pain. The flame does not consumes the flame. Burning at both ends, for hoping and praying for rain. A lie is just a lie if you believe that they'll believe it. Otherwise it's just some sly legal speak, so we keep our secrets. I wrap mine up in a silk robe. They prance around the home like princesses, obsessed with kissing every toad. But ain't no prince here. In fact, I had to slay the dragon I was chasing for the warts to disappear and dissect the frog. Cut through the fog and do my thing. In the land of the pigs, the butcher is king. This is 260 pounds of ground meat in a town sound asleep, counting cards while they count sheep. Now I'm on a sacrificial lamb. It's collapsed to the iron lung. Had to remove the mask and and ask what kind of try among. Caught in the widow's web, the black spider's fun. Taking a beating that's so ancient that it's basically a travel drum. I'm seeing stars and constellations, seeing warning signals in the universe's dashboard. They're all saying, main, wrecked, push through the pain. When the flame is not consumed, consumes the flame. Or burning at both ends, it's safe to assume. What doesn't consume the flame consumes. Main, wrecked, push through the pain. When the flame does not consume, consumes the flame. We're burning at both ends, we're hoping and praying for rain. To hell, but I must maintain. Paint me like one of your French girls. Use my neck as a scratch post to rip out every last one of them red curls. Knit me a sweater with the intestines of attention whores. I've no expectations of the tripe I'll have to settle for. Circular logic is foul talk. Mental sex was sport. Abuse me like customer service. I'll be your tech support. I'm sorry to hear you're having problems. It must be difficult. Let me see if I can help you like figure them out. Have you listened to Bismarck's Just a Friend? Have you tried turning me off and back on again? If you make a wish on a foundation, this maintenance required. All I ask is you be careful when you state what you desire. They said Satan is on fire without breaking a sweat. All that pagan shit is tired, so I'm taking a rest. I met my date at the pyre. She was shorter than I like, but wore a dress that's as long as the night. Then I saw the light. Main, wreck, push through the pain. When the flame does not consume, consumes the flame. Burning at both ends, it's safe to assume. What doesn't consume the flame consumes. Main, wreck, push through the pain. When the flame does not consume, consumes the flame. Burning at both ends, we're hoping and praying for rain. Yeah, I settled on a bed of rusty nails instead of roses, cause a thorn by any other name is so on and so forth and so what? I got blood on my mattress. Got a harem full of knife throwers who use my back for target practice. I fucks with them butcher types, inherited this cutlery along with the scars. They all look alike, used to write confessions in between the lines and wear long sleeves so no one else could read my mind. Now I exercise my right to bear arms when I write words. The last polar bear taking a final stand on a melting iceberg where nothing is exclusive. Withholding confidence, sex could get abusive, but everyone consents. Anything that's lucrative is reduced to checks. And now you're wondering where your fair share of the bearded profit is. Sorry kids, the piggy bank's depleted. Got $1 million smile, but not the pretty face that's needed. Proceed toward me, doggy. I never tap the bottle or twisted the cap whenever they pass the 40. I'm fat boy disorderly, nothing fun about obesity, but recently I toyed with it morbidly. Cordially invite you to the incredible mind that bends metal. No spoon is safe, no fork is too special. Essentially we all know how the story ends. How heavily the plot twist depends on a little bit of maintenance. Maintenance, maintenance.
My house, bitches.